Hello, Morongo Basin and listeners around the world online at Z107.7 FM.com. Here is the Z107.7 Local News for Tuesday, July 22nd, 2025. The driver involved in the fatal collision on Old Woman Springs Road over the weekend has been arrested for investigation into murder, vehicular manslaughter, and driving under the influence. On Saturday morning at around 1:50 a.m., the California Highway Patrol says that Seth Fleming, a 31-year-old resident of Fountain Valley, was driving a Ford F-150 southbound on Old Woman Springs Road. The CHP says that Fleming crossed over solid double yellow lines into the northbound lane where he struck a Honda Civic, causing major damage to both vehicles. The driver of the Honda, Michael Lopez, a 49-year-old resident of Wildomar, was airlifted to Desert Valley Hospital in Victorville, where he was pronounced dead. The CHP says that Fleming was found to be driving under the influence. Seth Fleming was arrested for investigation into murder, DUI, and vehicular manslaughter and is being held at the West Valley Detention Center without bail. With resident interest running high both for and against, a crucial vote concerning the proposed Ofland Resort project will take place at tonight's 29 Palms City Council meeting. Reporter Heather Clisby has more.
Anticipating higher than normal attendance at tonight's 29 Palms City Council meeting, the event has been moved to the gymnasium at Freedom Plaza. The proposed Ofland Resort will be the main issue, a project that has excited some locals while galvanizing others in protest. At 5 p.m., Council will meet in chambers for a closed session on a litigious issue before joining the 6 p.m. meeting. Council will acknowledge the Semper Fi sports team for participating in the city's Cash for Trash program before moving to a likely approval of an annual levying assessment for the Landscaping and Lighting District 1. Next, the Ofland Resort issue will take the stage as a public hearing. Luke Searcy, Ofland's Director of Development, will then make his own presentation on the 152-acre resort proposed near Indian Cove neighborhood. At this point, the floor will open for public comments. Note that traditionally each speaker has 3 minutes to make statements, but that may be reduced to 2 minutes to accommodate all speakers. Council will then discuss further, followed by a vote on whether to adopt a mitigated negative declaration instead of requiring an in-depth and impartial environmental impact report, and to create open space conservation zoning specifically for the 100-unit project. The vote will also approve or reject a resolution approving the conditional use permit, allowing the development of the resort, essentially a green light. The 6 p.m. meeting takes place at Freedom Plaza, 6547 Freedom Way. It can be live streamed or viewed on demand via the city's website, 29palms.org. Reporting for Z107.7, I'm Heather Clisby.
The Yucca Valley Planning Commission will consider time limits for rebuilding homes with significant damage. Here's reporter Adeline J. Wells with that and more from tonight's agenda.
The Yucca Valley Planning Commission meeting will begin with a land use compliance review application submitted by Las Palmas, located at 57246 29 Palms Highway. The restaurant has proposed constructing a 1,075 square foot outdoor patio, which will include a dining area and an outdoor waiting area. Town staff recommends that the Planning Commission approve the application. The Commission will then consider a request for development code interpretation as it pertains to the reconstruction of non-conforming structures. The town received a letter from Loescher Meacham Architects on behalf of their client, Yucca Valley resident Eric Linnert, concerning the rebuild of a destroyed industrial-zoned single-family home. The firm requests clarification on the required timelines of rebuilds. An ordinance passed in 2016 states that homes with less than 75% damage must begin reconstruction within 12 months. While applications to rebuild may be submitted for non-conforming homes with over 75% damage, the code does not specify the timeline within which reconstruction must begin. The architecture firm requests clarification on the timeline for structures with over 75% damage, arguing that such extensive destruction, such as that caused by fire, poses significant obstacles to beginning reconstruction within 12 months. Lastly, town staff will present the land development update. Tonight's meeting is open to the public and begins at 6 p.m. at the Yucca Valley Community Center. Reporting for Z107.7, this is Adeline J. Wells.
The 29 Palms Water District holds their monthly meeting tomorrow at 4 p.m., during which the board will learn whether the district met its annual objective regarding water usage. Annalise Kuiper joins us with a look at their agenda.
The Making Conservation a Way of Life regulation went into effect on January 1st, 2025. Annual reporting is due by January 1st to the State Water Resources Control Board. The district has met its annual calculated objective for 2023-2024, which was 2,384.3 acre-feet. The actual water use was 2,038.6 acre-feet, which is a difference of 112 million gallons less water used. The board will discuss the compliance summary for the 29 Palms Water District prepared by the State Water Resources Control Board. There will be management reports from the maintenance, water quality and finance departments, as well as from the general manager. Located at 72401 Hatch Road, the meeting is on Wednesday afternoon and begins at 4 p.m. The public is encouraged to attend. Reporting for Z107.7 News, I'm Annalise Kuiper.
And finally, the Marine Corps Air Ground Combat Center's School Liaison Program is hosting a back-to-school resource fair tomorrow. The completely free event will help families with school-aged children prepare for the upcoming academic year by connecting them with essential resources, helpful information, and school supplies. Representatives from a variety of installation and community organizations will be on site, including staff from the Morongo Unified School District, to answer questions for new, transferring, and returning students and their families. Students in attendance will receive free backpacks and school supplies donated by American Friends of Our Armed Forces, Operation Homefront, and the 29 Palms Band of Mission Indians. There will also be fun events like a school bus safety demonstration, fire department and military vehicle displays, an interactive archaeology booth, and special appearances by Desert Tortoise ambassadors Thelma and Louise. This free event will be held tomorrow from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. at the Combat Center's West Gym, Building 1518. This event is open to all authorized base patrons. That's our local news. Hear local news 7 times a day, 7 days a week at 7, 8, 9, noon, 4, 5, and 6. If you hear about news happening, let us know. Email us at tips@z1077fm.com. Reporting for the Morongo Basin News Leader, the award-winning Z107.7 Local News, I'm News Director Jeff Harmatz.